I'm Sue Hesse with the Kauffman Foundation, and you're watching EOtv.
Welcome to EOtv. I'm Andrea Collins.
I'm Randall Mauricio. This is your weekly Entrepreneurs Organization webcast.
And EO Singapore just wrapped up last week, so hope you guys all made it home safely.
And of course, we have tons of footage. Unfortunately, we can't show it all to you in one shot, so stay with us. We'll keep you posted on them.
In the next couple weeks, there'll be more to come. Absolutely. But now, let's catch you up on EO News. As we do business, we know that roadblocks will inevitably come up. There's always a new challenge that keeps the day interesting. Here are the 2 tactics that Portland member Kent Lewis uses to make sure that his company, Anvil Media, stays strong in tough times. After hearing Jack Daly speak to his chapter, Kent implemented monthly one-on-one meetings with each of his employees. During these meetings, Kent discusses the highlights and the lowlights from the previous 30 and upcoming 30 days. He also covers personal and professional goals for each employee and makes sure to discuss how Anvil fits into their lives today and tomorrow. Secondly, pulling from Vern Harnish's book, Mastering the Rockefeller Habits, Kent started an internal rock and roadblocks exercise to identify barriers to success. He conducted staff surveys and interviews to identify the challenges his employees faced, then had his employees rank the roadblocks. With the rankings in hand, he sat down with his team and mapped out plans to eliminate each one. So how's Kent doing these days? He tells us that these programs are some of the most powerful corporate culture strategies since he started his business.
The economy is down, the times are tight, but hey, you're an entrepreneur, so why not get something started? According to EO New Jersey's Mike Michalowicz, now is the best time to start a business. Yes, I said now. And here's why, according to Mike. Fewer startups, less competition. Most people don't want to start something new when things are bad. If most people are going one way, your advantage is in going the other way. Start something when they won't, and you are one step ahead. Get rich quick guys run away. The folks that were in the business to get rich quick go running for the hills when times get tough. With their exit, there's even less competition for you to worry about. Plant the seed. If you get started now, your business will likely grow slowly. Yes, a slow economy means slow business, but that's a true sign of a startup in a strong economy too. So grow lean and mean during these quiet times and be positioned to grow explosively as the economy recovers. The best talent become free agents. When the big companies start laying people off, some great talent will be cut loose. Instead of paying a recruiting service, a smartly placed Craigslist ad may land a top-shelf A player for your team. Go international. A weak national economy is typically coupled with a weak national dollar. That makes it more attractive for other countries to buy from you. Make it easy for others to do business with you and reap the benefits of today's global economy. Now is the time for luxury. Crazy as it sounds, certain luxury items actually sell stronger in a weak economy. Called micro-luxuries, these are items and services under $100 that consumers use to make up the loss of big, expensive luxuries. When people have to cut back on a big-ticket item like a new car or home improvements, they tend to indulge in more inexpensive luxuries like dinner out or a day at the spa or that triple latte to make themselves feel. And hey, Mike, thanks for explaining why now is a good time to start a business.
In this week's Spotlight, we're talking to Carlos Escalante Rengel. Carlos, like many others, was able to use his volunteer leadership in his business and transfer from working in the business to on the business.
I think 5 years ago, I started my company 10 years ago, and at the 5th year, I started doing everything in my company. Finances, operations, sales, marketing, everything. And I start with EO 5 years ago and start involving leadership path in the local chapter and start invest time in the chapter, and then I start to delegate functions to my structure in my company. Right now I feel very, very happy that following the path of leadership in EO, I can have or stay here without operation function my company, and I can see my company are growing higher than if I stay in my business, not on my business. And this is one of my best thing to comment about my story in EO and the success of each entrepreneur.
In this tip of the week, Simon Sinek teaches us to use verbs, not nouns, when describing your corporate values.
Hi, this is Simon Sinek, and this is your tip of the week. Remember, when you write your corporate values on the wall, make sure that they're verbs, not nouns. It's not honesty, it's be honest. It's not innovation, it's find a way to look at a problem in a different way. Because people can't do nouns, but they can do verbs. So make sure your values are verbs and people will actually do them. And that's your tip of the week.
That's another edition of EOtv. Thanks for joining us.
And make sure you join us next week. We've got some really good forum tips on metrics. Don't miss this.
Ooh, that'll be good. That and much more.
Much more. And hey, as Napoleon said, Napoleon Hill, that is, think and grow rich. So start thinking.
See ya.